Emily Keener yesterday on the speed course took first place. The first time somebody has beaten Taylor Greene on the speed, and it's one of Taylor's training partners.
Yeah, it's a fun way to do it. If you've got a friend out there, it's good to race and be a little friendly competition. And been training together for a while now, pushing each other. It's always good to have that extra motivation when you're out there. It's a friendly competition. Emily's making her way up that I-beam. Yet another athlete out of the Colorado area. Sure, coming down to sea level is going to help out a lot, not having to be at altitude. And she just starts linking her way through I-beam alley. And gets on through. Another one of our younger athletes, around 15 years old. As we are getting through on through the balance. Excellent work.
Good save there on the first one.
Ooh, yeah,
a little
good.
scary. You know when they throw the arms up wildly, it's like...
Wave your hands like you just don't care, but you actually do. Now on to the bolt cutters.
See her lock this ring move in. Nice work.
Oh, goes for the quick lache off, so no need to take any extra backswings, and a great pace to this point. No fails thus far.
That's the important part. Getting through this clean makes such a big difference.
Here we go with these unstable tables. Nice on the first. Got a lache off. Can't just go for that one-handed reach because those tables will tip. Just sitting on that hook, and here we go for that second throw. Nails it on the first attempt. A little more swing to get that full clear, and a minute 30 remaining on the time. Emily Keener looking for a full clear here.
Not just looking for a full clear, but putting up a blazing fast time as well. Really trying to put the pressure on for the last runner.
Here we go. First attempt goes for the slide around and gets the cradles. Now just needs a few moves up that salmon ladder. Here's one, and she's got enough reach to get to those rings. And almost a full minute ahead of the time limit. Emily Keener with the full clear, no fails. Excellent work. Yeah, the margin for error is going to be really limited now. Kaden Lebsack on the start line, getting ready to run Super K on the way. Last Ninja standing on American Ninja Warrior, last 2 seasons. Co-owner of the Bucket of Chalk. Designing obstacles, riding chalk for a lot of athletes all over the place.
For those ninjas in need.
Get you some Bucket of Chalk, I guess.
Bucket of Chalk.
I don't know where you're going with that one, DeGange, but we'll take it. Moving through Kaden, no problem here on first couple of moves. Start working our way through these vertical grips. Swinging on through. Just in Castle Rock, Colorado at Ninja Intensity, their home gym. Last qualifier where they put a pretty brutal course together.
Go, Kaden.
Kaden was our only clear on the hybrid yesterday.
Here we go.
Out of all 32 athletes, we had 1 clear.
And we thought we were going to get a shutout, and Kaden came around and decided to change that, thankfully, as he's working his way through these clock tower arms.
Go, Kaden.
Here we go on the batarang. Again, these athletes from Colorado having that advantage of training at altitude should make their recovery a lot smoother in between these obstacles.
There you go.
Nice. I mean, he just looks so smooth on this.
Great work
It's really
there.
unbelievable.
He's going to saunter his way over to the rolling log balance obstacle here. And striding his way through. Didn't even look like he was in a rush. Just stepping stones.
I mean, this is how he looked yesterday. He just looked so locked in. It honestly looked easy for him.
Well, here we go on the spin droppers. This one, he showed us a different way of going about it. It was going more of a static hold. You can see just finding that leverage point. I have to dyno. Nope, not going to dyno to that when you got.
He's going to figure it out here.
Quick hop down. Nice job.
He's got to make the big move up.
Holding tight here.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks so locked in.
Notice he's finding those pivot points on the spin hoppers and using that to his advantage. One more grab here, looking for a full clear with no errors. We're going to see potentially yet another buzzer out of Kaden Lebsack. There it is.
Another buzzer gets the full clear. Like you said, no errors whatsoever. Congratulations, Kaden Lebsack, 2 days in a row, clearing the hybrid. But up now, Taylor Greene.
Taylor Greene, 15 years old, coming out of that Colorado camp. Good enough now to compete on American Ninja Warrior Actual. Got that call this year. Training in the Corps. Been putting on strong performances all season long here. Trying to defend that title. Get our way through onto the balance beam. See if we got a quick dismount here, and the switch grip grab, nice job, just lined it up perfectly. Let's see what kind of tech we got here, figure it out, gonna be on the backswing and try to transfer here.
Oh my God, the pace, it's a little faster pace. It's all gonna come down to these rings right here.
It's gonna be tough, she's off angle a little bit, needs to wait for it, and no, gonna have to go back. And to the top of the wall at 55.5.
See if the pressure kind of forces him to go for it.
Big hop right there, dropping down. Is going to take a couple triple steps there, and no need for a big drop if you've got fancy footwork coming through that rock wall. And good swing tech coming down. Thought he was stepping out of bounds there for a second, and here comes the hop and drop, pop and stop. Ain't no stopping this man. He is moving through. Kai trying to get a fast time here, getting a little hung up at the start. Going to be off axis here just a bit, but gets a good dismount, moving to the right of that box. Into the sideways throws here, goes for one, gets it, and one and done. Now it's going on through the rings. Got to get these, don't get tangled up here. Looking for a quick finish, keeping the feet up, swinging out and climbing the warp wall. Going to be sub 40 time, possibly 40.7.
40.76. The crowd going absolutely electric here. The moves that he made through the Lachey lane were unbelievable.
And Violet Kepoo on the move right now. Really strong Burnout athlete. Got pretty far into the course yesterday during the Open, or during the semifinals, excuse me.
Yeah, she did a nice job. Yesterday she actually won the Burnout, took first place.
Going now on that Lachey across. Nice, kind of leads out with one. If you see athletes do that, they lead out with one, kind of helps guide in that backhand towards them. Makes those accurate Lacheys a little more doable, not so scary. Here we go now on the transition. See if she goes for the reverse, going forward facing cliffhanger style. Now is going to change it over for the reverse pull-up. To that next drop down, good work. Now onto the captain's hooks. Hooks swinging through. Nice work onto the cliffhanger, keeping those arms nice and relaxed as much as she can.
Gets to that bar.
Hey, very good here. Now it's going to be a little bit of sideways throws. I think this is about as far as we got yesterday. Gets that first sideways grip in hand. Got another one right after.
Nicely done, Violet.
Holding tight, dropping down to the bar, and then transitioning over.
This is really where Violet has excelled this season, is in these burnout courses.
Sorry, shake out. Catching the ring.
Unbelievable right now. How much does she have left? Violet Kepoo is down to the last obstacle here.
And took the ladder up. Now it's going to be a little bit of canes on the way down. Hold on tight. This is really grueling here as you drop down each step.
Strat, I think we're going to see it.
Go to the buzzer. Violet gets the clear. We don't get them too often. Nicely done. 231.7. Excellent work.
Took third on the burnout yesterday. We'll see what he's got here. The burnout today. So tough, Strat, because like, what do you have left in the tank after running all these courses, 2 full days of competition? Mentally, you're probably exhausted. Physically, you're exhausted. What do you got in the tank?
Yeah, this is where the gut check really starts coming into play. How much heart do you have? How much lactic acid do you already have built up in your arms? They are working their way through as best as they can. These athletes live and breathe this sport, so they are always training, always pushing themselves. Really gravitated towards the difficulty of this league, or to test themselves. We'll see how Mr. Jay Lachey gets through as he works his way into these vertical limits. Staying balled up nice and high. Hold on tight for the turn. There it is. Chalk up a little bit more before going on next to this sliding ring. The kick going a little bit, using that peg to help the ascent, and just undershoots. Should be able to get it right away, though. Kept straight on with it. Nice work here. Wants to keep moving. Nicely done. Needs that next nunchuck, and here we go. Starting to shimmy his way through quickly. One-handed. Wow, going right into it, right over to those bars.
Puts him in second place on the burnout right now and knocks Noah Muner back on the leaderboard.
That was the fastest we've seen anybody get through the nunchuck, so maybe he was wanting to rush through to get to this point, so he had some left in the tank for the finish. He can maneuver through this circuit board. Good lock off out of Jay. Come on, man, you're almost there. You hear the crowd starting to get hype out there. On to the cannonballs. And now to the flip grip. Oh my gosh, almost gets it. So close. What a run from Jay.